We're going to kick it off. The River City Rovers, our second annual kickoff to the full global tour, starting here in Plymouth. And the band's still new. We're formed a year ago. Irish Fair was our first gig. Our second gig was Pumpkin Party this time last year in this very location. So we got a treat for you with some good old Irish music and sing along. So without further ado, and I'm going to plug in and get started on Sally Mac, right?
Yeah. All right. Are we ready?
What?
Okay, all right. So when the door opened, you probably heard our new experimental silent mode. But we're moving past that now into the first song that we're going to play is a song by the Pogues. Any Pogues fans out there? All right, good. Okay, so this first song is called Sally MacLennane. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Jimmy played harmonica in the pub where I was born. He played it from the nighttime to the peaceful early morn. He soothed the souls, the psychos, and the men who had the horn. They all looked very happy in the morning. Now Jimmy didn't like his place in this world of ours, where the elephant man grows stronger than next when he had too many powers. So sad to see the grieving of the people that he's leaving. He took the road to God knows in the morning. We walked him to the station in the rain. We kissed him as we put him on the train. We sang him a song of times long gone, though we knew that we'd be seeing him again. Sad to say, I must be on my way, so buy me beer and whiskey, 'cause I'm going far away. I'd like to think of me returning when I can, with the greatest little loser and Sally MacLennane. The years went by, the times had changed, I grew to be a man. I learned to love the virtues of sweet Sally MacLennane. I took the tears and drank the beers and brought that home and on, and ended up a barman in the morning. I played the pump and took the hump and watered whiskey down. I talked the horse and horses to the men who drank the brown. I heard them say that Jimmy's making money far away, so people left for heaven without warning. We walked into the station in the rain. We kissed them as we put them on the train. We sang them a song of times long gone, though we knew that we'd be seeing them again. Sad to say, I must be on my way, so buy me beer and whiskey, 'cause I'm going far away. I'd like to think of me returning when I can, to the greatest little boozer and to Sally MacLennane. When Jimmy came back home, he was surprised that they were gone. He asked me all the details of the train that they went on. Some people there scared to croak, but Jimmy drank until he choked. He took the road for heaven in the morning. We walked him to the station in the rain. We kissed him as we put him on the train. We sang him a song of times long gone, though we knew that we'd be seeing him again. Sad to say, I must be on my way, so buy me beer and whiskey, 'cause I'm going far away. I'd like to think of me returning when I can, to the greatest little boozer and to Sally MacLennane. Sad to say, I must be on my way, so buy me beer and whiskey, 'cause I'm going far away. I'd like to think of me returning when I can, to the greatest little boozer and to Sally MacLennane. To the greatest little boozer and to Sally MacLennane. To the greatest little boozer and to Sally MacLennane. All right, so this next song is a song that our own host Bill wrote. So this is a world premiere. Bill, would you like to say a few words about it?
It is indeed. I wrote it on a transatlantic plane, and the guys are singing it because I offered them money, so there you go.
And whiskey.
Whiskey, yes.
And whiskey.
That was part of the deal.
Whiskey, you're the devil. All right. Yeah. It's called River City Roving. It's the band theme song. I hope it's the band theme song, but here we go. River City Roving.
city band were roving to the sea, moving through Roving. Gonna give you a good time treat. So play me some of those sweet notes and cheers to my Celtic soul. Wake me for the glorious river dawn. Come on, let the good times roll. Going round the mighty river bend, while the pace of life slows down. We'll maybe take it easy, or maybe we'll give it all. So play me some of those sweet notes. Cheers to my Celtic soul. Wake me for the glorious river dawn. Come on, let the good times roll. No need for that old rock and blues, let the sweet air drift on high. We'll play this gig till the sun is up, and come on, let the good times roll. So play me some of those sweet notes, and cheers to my Celtic soul. Wake me for the glorious river dawn. Come on, let the good times roll. So play me some of those sweet notes, and cheers to my Celtic soul. Wake me for the glorious river dawn. Come on, let the good times roll. Come on, let the good times roll.
All right, River City Roving. The band is called River City Rovers. Thank you.
In 1841, my corduroy breeches I put on. My corduroy breeches I put on to work upon the railway, Poor Paddy works on the railway. I'm weary of the railway. In 1842, a hard to pull, I moved to Brook. Found myself a job to do, working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway. In 1843, broke the shuttle across my knee. Went to work for the Company on the Leeds and Selby Railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway. In 1844, I landed on the Liverpool shore. My belly was empty, my hands were raw with working on the railway, I'm sick to my guts of the railway. Poor Paddy works on the railway. In 1845, when Daniel O'Donnell, he was alive. Daniel O'Donnell, he was alive and working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging ditches. I was working on the railway in 1846. Changed my trade to carrying bricks. Changed my trade to carrying bricks and working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging ditches. I was working on the railway. 1847. Poor Paddy was thinking of going to heaven. The old bugger was thinking of going to heaven to work upon the railway. The railway. I'm sick to my death of the railway. Poor Paddy works on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches,
digging ditches, pulling switches, diamond hitches. I was working on the railway.
Song about a famous Irishman.
Thank you. All right. Next up is a song called Peter's Song. So I think Mark and Bill, you are going to bring us in on this?
I think that's right.
All right. This is a song about a famous fiddler, written by a man called Tommy Sands of the Sands family, some famous Northern Irish musicians. There was Peter sitting in the corner, fiddle in his hand, playing away like you never did hear and you never hear again. Charlie on the banjo, Shorty on the bar, on everything was grand. Come on, Mark, and let me in, I want to join the band. Then late one night he let me in, I made my way along. The rafters rang with reels and jigs, and someone sang a song. There were flying bows and bar on sticks, you hadn't room to turn. There was always a chair and a couple of drinks for the lad who came to learn. There was Peter sitting in the corner, fiddle in his hand, playing away like you never did hear and you never hear again. Charlie on the banjo, Shorty on the bar, on everything was grand. Come on, Mark, and let me in, I want to join the band. Said, gentlemen, please, and the gentlemen did go. Some of us might stay a while and sing songs very low. Peter, he'd play one last tune and put away his bow. But his fiddle is still playing, no matter where you go. There was Peter sitting in the corner, fiddle in his hand, playing away like you never did hear and you never hear again. Charlie on the banjo, Shorty on the bar, on everything was grand. Come on, Mark, and let me in, I want to join the band. It was in the springtime, 74, when Peter, he did die. Fergie played the death march to his grave in Talonstown. And as we stood there silently, as if from Mount Ray, Jenny's chickens could be heard, I could see it all again. There was Peter sitting in the corner, fiddle in his hand, playing away like you never did hear and you never hear again. Charlie on the banjo, Shorty on the bar, on everything was grand. Come on, Mark, and let me in, I want to join the band. The day that Peter passed away, we always will regret. The things he said and the tunes he played, we never will forget. The heavenly choir have dropped their lyres, the angels dropped their harps. They're knocking with a penny on the golden gate, and this is their reward. There was Peter sitting in the corner, fiddle in his hand, playing away like you never did hear and you never hear again. St. Paul on the banjo, Moses on the bar, on everything was grand. Almighty God, won't you let me in, I want to join the band. Peter sitting in the corner, fiddle in his hand, playing away like you never did hear and you never hear again. Charlie on the banjo, Shorty on the bar, on everything was grand. Come on, Mark, and let me in, I want to join the band. All right, so we lied a little bit when we said we were an Irish band or a band doing Irish music. This next song is Scottish, so it's yeah. Sorry, no refunds. So, all right.
No whiskey either.
Yeah. All right. The song is called The Smuggler. So 4 bars for the intro.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. The boat rides south from Ailsa Creek in the waning of the light. There's 30 men inland'll fit to make our burden light. There's 30 horse at Hazelholm with the halters on their heads. We'll set this night upon yon height if wind and water speed. Smugglers drink of the Frenchman's wine, and the darkest night is the smuggler's time. Away we run from the excise man. It's the smuggler's life for me. It's the smuggler's life for me. Oh lass, you have a cozy bed, and cattle ye have 10. Can ye no live a lawful life, and live with lawful men? Why must I live with homely goods when there's foreign gear so fine? Why must I drink at the waterside when France so full of wine? Smugglers drink of the Frenchman's wine, and the darkest night is the smuggler's time. Away we run from the excise man. It's the smuggler's life for me. It's the smuggler's life for me. Oh well, I'd like to see you, Kate, with a baby on your knee. My heart lies with the gallant crew who plow the angry sea. The bitter gales, the tightest sails, the sheltered bay, our goal. It's the wayward life, it's the smuggler's strife, it's the joy of the smuggler's soul. Smugglers drink of the Frenchman's wine, and the darkest night is the smuggler's time. Away we run from the excise man. It's the smuggler's life for me. It's the smuggler's life for me. And when at last the sun comes up and the cargo safely stored, like sinless saints to church we'll go, God's mercy to afford. It's champagne fine for communion wine, and the parson drinks it too. With a sly wink, praise, forgive these men, for they know not what they do. Smugglers drink of the Frenchman's wine, and the darkest night is the smuggler's time. Away we run from the excise man. It's the smuggler's life for me. 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 All right, thank you very much. Again, that song is called The Smuggler.
And the British Isles, I think, next for
Yes,
a more an English
Yeah.
one, isn't it?
I believe
this
so.
This is a song that was discovered in the north of England only in the 1900s, but it became very popular in England. You don't hear it much in the United States, but we got it from our friends at Show of Hands, and it's a great song. "'Twas on one April's morning." Some people say it's a song about unrequited love, but personally I just think it's a song that says both boys and girls like to have fun.
Yeah.
'Twas on an April's morning, I heard the small birds sing. They were singing lovely Nancy, for love it is our fancy, and sweet were the notes that I heard the small birds sing. They were singing lovely Nancy, for love it is our fancy, and sweet were the notes that I heard the small birds sing.
Okay, so I know we've kind of focused on the British Isles, and I have to kind of apologize because this song was written by an American, so we are just covering all our bases here. So, but it was arranged. So the first time I heard this song, it was actually arranged by an Irish group called the Chieftains. So if folks are familiar with the Chieftains, that's where I first heard this song. But you'd think that being from Minnesota, I would have heard it before then, as it was written by Bob Dylan. This is a song called When the Ship Comes In. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
the sea will split and the ships will hit, and the sands on the shoreline will be shaking. Then the tide will sound and the waves will pound, and the morning will be breaking. Oh, the fishes will laugh as they swim out of the path, and the seagulls, they'll be smiling, and the rocks on the sand will proudly stand the hour that the ship comes in. And the words that are used for to get the ship confused will not be understood as they're spoken, for the chains of the sea will have busted in the night and be buried on the bottom of the ocean. A song will lift as the mainsail shifts and the boat drifts on to the shoreline, and the sun will respect every face on the deck the hour that the ship comes in, and the sands will roll out of carpet of gold for your weary toes to be touching, and the ship's wise men will remind you once again that the whole wide world is watching. Oh, the foes will rise with the sleep still in their eyes. They'll jerk from their beds and think they're dreaming, but they'll pinch themselves and squeal and know that it's for real the hour that the ship comes in. Then they'll raise their hands, saying we'll meet all your demands. We'll shout from the bow, your days are numbered, and like Pharaoh's tribe, they'll be drowned in the tide. Like Goliath, they'll be conquered.
All right, thank you very much.
Back to Ireland, north of Ireland.
Yes, so back to Northern Ireland, another song by Tommy Sands of the Sands family. This song is called Mourne Rambler.
Mourne Mountains were my old stomping grounds back in the like 60s, early 70s, but that's another story.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, and I leave this one off, right?
Yep.
Mourne Rambler, head for home, and don't you ever roam. Many years, all the days I've been counting, I've roamed the world wide, but it's home I'll be tonight, and I'll cry by the dark Mourne mountainside. Is the long stone still green?
Okay, we're going to go real Irish now. We're going to sing a song called Whiskey in the Jar. It's a little bit about maybe getting involved with a woman who is interested in more in your money than your safety. But this is a song that is done virtually by every Irish group and many others as well, called Whiskey in the Jar. As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol, and then produced my rapier. Said stand and deliver, or you are the bold deceiver. Bush a ring to the job. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. He counted out his money, and it was a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket, and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that never would she leave me. The devil take the women, for they never can leave me. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went into my chamber, all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels, and for sure it was no wonder. But Jenny drew my charges, she filled them up with water. She sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Bush a ring to the whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. It's early in the morning, just before I rose to travel. Up come the band of troopers, and likewise Captain Farrell. I then produced my pistol, for she stole away my rapier. Couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. Bush a ring to the whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Now there's some take delight in the carriages a-rolling, others take delight in the bourbon and the bowling, but I take delight in the juice of the barley, and courting pretty fair maids in the morning, bright and early. Bush a ring to the whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone can help me, it's my brother in the army. If I can find his station, be it Cork or in Killarney, if he'd come and join me, we go roving in Kilkenny. I'm sure he'll treat me better than my own sporting Jenny. Bush a ring to the whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Bush a ring to the whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. That's when to raise your glasses to.
All right, so before we get to this next song, which is kind of a downer, so I figured I'd do band introductions first. So
You had a real downer.
so we're just going to go here from my left to my right, so that would be your right to your left. Can we give it up for Nancy on the bar on, please? All right, and then hiding here in the back, Ellen, raise your hand. Ellen on some wonderful vocals, and then on vocals and fiddle we have Janae.
Yay, Janae.
And in the back there on whistle and vocals, can we give it up for Mark, please?
Yay, Mark.
All right, and then we're just going to ignore the banjo player. No, just kidding. So can we give it a, okay, so we'll come back to the banjo. We'll come back to the banjo. But on guitars and vocals, we have Kevin.
Yay, Kev.
And again, I love the banjo. I once owned a banjo. It ran away on me. No, just kidding. Let's give it up for Dave on the banjo.
Hey, Dave.
So, and finally, of course, our gracious host, Bill, on accordion and sound and lights and and garage. Yes.
Yeah.
So, yes. So, yes. Oh, my fine self. So my name is Jeff. Guitar, vocals, and attempts at humor. So, all right. They laughed, which means it worked. All right.
Yeah, we're going to. I think we're going to awake next, aren't we?
Yes. So I have to tone down the humor. Where this next song is about a very sad occasion. Steve O'Donnell was a gentleman, so everybody said. He was loved by all his friends, both rich and poor. And everyone felt sorry when they heard that Steve was dead, and they saw the piece of crepe upon the door. The barber came to shave the Galway slugger's face and throat, and to cut his hair in a la pompadour. A red necktie and a buttonhole bouquet was in his coat, and a bunch of shamrocks in his hand he bore. There were fighters and biters and Irish dynamiters. There was beer, gin, whiskey, wine, and cake. There were men in high positions and Irish politicians, and they all got drunk at Steve O'Donnell's wake. Undertaker Feeney had to lay O'Donnell out in a casket of the very finest make. Ooh la la. He dressed the corpse in broadcloth and said, boys, there'll be no doubt that they'll all get drunk at Steve O'Donnell's wake. There were 50 candles at his head and 20 at his feet. Plenty flowers sent for friendship's sake. Oh, Stevie boy, why did you die? The grieving widow said, and we all felt sad at Steve O'Donnell's wake. There were fighters and biters and Irish dynamiters. There was beer, gin, whiskey, wine, and cake. There were men in high positions and Irish politicians, and they all got drunk at Steve O'Donnell's wake. Mike McGovern said that Steve O'Donnell was an awful bum. Of course he only meant it for a joke. But Paddy man cut up his back and he made McGovern run, 'cause he hit him in the eye and on the poke. They all joined in the fighting then, 'cause everyone was mad, and blood enough was spilled to form a lake. They knocked the corpse down on the floor and blew out all the lights. There was murder down at Steve O'Donnell's wake. There were fighters and biters and Irish dynamiters. There was beer, gin, whiskey, wine, and cake. There were men in high positions and Irish politicians, and they all got drunk at Steve O'Donnell's wake. Then the cops came in to stop the brawl, to make them understand, and the corpse was picked up by his brother Dan. But someone stole the necktie from around O'Donnell's throat. Mike McGovern said O'Reilly was the man. It was him! O'Reilly's friends got crazy mad and swore they'd have his life. McGovern saw he'd made a great mistake. They fought and danced around until the cops came in and arrested all at Steve O'Donnell's wake. There were fighters and biters and Irish dynamiters. There was beer, gin, whiskey, wine, and cake. There were men in high positions and Irish politicians, and they all got drunk at Steve O'Donnell's wake. Who was there? There were fighters and biters and Irish dynamiters. There was beer, gin, whiskey, wine, and cake. There were men in high positions and Irish politicians, and they all got drunk at Steve O'Donnell's wake. That is a category of song that we refer to as the drinking, fighting, and falling down songs. So,
Which there are many.
yeah, there are a lot of those.
I wonder why there are a lot of those. Have you
I
ever
have
been to
no
an
idea.
Irish wake?
I don't know.
It gets exciting.
This song gets a special introduction, doesn't it, Kev?
Yes, it does. Bill, would you like to take this?
Well, let me kick it off, because
All right,
this song was brought to us by Kev and our famous, or our favorite band, Show of Hands. And I tracked down the songwriter, Mr. Chris Hoban, who's a Brit, and he kindly gave us the permission to perform this song. And over to you, Kev, and tell us the story.
Actually, I didn't know, but I found out he's actually a music teacher in a school. And he wrote the song. This is a song that particularly is to be celebrated this time of year. It's called Hallow's Eve. So it is about what we call Halloween. except this is not the trick and treat variety. It actually is a little more meaningful in that, and you'll note in the lyrics that it unites sort of those that have departed with us in Hallow's Eve in a very special way. So it has a little bit of grace to it and delightful meaning. Hallow's Eve, and again, we learned this from show of hands.
And there is an Irish connection because the ancient fest was called Samhain, which led to All Saints' Eve.
All right, here we go. And again, all of our songs, by the way, if you're picking up on the choruses, feel free to join in. Yeah. Love to hear you as loud as I can hear myself. Okay. Go like the lantern at your door, and honor those who've gone before. The world's that part us now our twain, for Hallow's Eve is here again. The westering sun grows pale and wan, the days grow dark, the nights draw long, the autumn leaves are tinged with fire, and fruit hangs ripe upon the briar. Go light the lantern at your door, and honor those who've gone before. The worlds that part us now are twain, for Hallow's Eve is here again. Sweep out the hearth and clear the grate, and bid fond welcome at your gate. Gather the final harvest in, for all the hardship winter brings. Go light the lantern at your door, and honor those who've gone before. The worlds that part us now are twain, for Hallow's Eve is here again. Between the bonfires blindly tread, to bless the year that lies ahead, as seasons turn to frost and dew, until the sun its strength renews. Go light the lantern at your door, and honor those who've gone before. The worlds that part us now are twain, for Hallow's Eve is here again. Go light the lantern at your door, and honor those who've gone before. The worlds that part us now are twain, for Hallow's Eve is here again. For us now are twain, for Hallow's Eve is here again. Thank you.
That was the North American first premiere performance of that song.
Do-overs.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to shift gears now. I won't say this is a classic song, but it's certainly one of my favorites. Learned it from a group called Gaelic Storm, and I don't know, I just love it because I think it. I grew up in Boston, on the south side of Boston, so very Irish. And I can imagine people there singing this right after they sang Southie, My Hometown. So here we go. Kiss Me, I'm Irish. Old songs and old stories, they keep us alive. Without our past, we would never survive. I am my island is me. So you know what you can do if you don't like what you see. Thank you. Thank you very much.
One more. Time for one
Shall
more.
we do one more song?
Should we do one more song? All right, thank you.
One more
All right,
song. Yay.
we have to
Let's
ask.
hear it
You
for
know,
one more
it's
song.
only polite.
Favorite son right there.
All right. Well, this is a special one, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're going to close this out with a song called The Wild Rover. It's another one that I think virtually every Irish band you'll go and hear, you're going to hear this one. I hear it in many other places as well, so it's just such a great song. And Nancy and I are going to alternate, I think, a little bit of the verses. I've been a wild rover for many's a year, and I spent all these money on whiskey and beer. But now I'm returning with golden drinks and there's no day never, no day never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more.
I went to an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady me money was spent. I asked her for credit, she answered me nay. Such a custom as yours I can have any day, and it's no day never.
No day never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more.
Ten sovereigns rain, and the landlady's eyes opened like any light. She said, I have whiskey and plans of the best, and surely the words that I said were in jest.
And it's no day never, no day never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more.
I'll back to my parents, confess what I've done, and I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And when they press me as often before, I never will play the wild rover no more. And
It's no day never, no day never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more.
One more time.
And it's no day never, no day never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more.
Thank you. The River City Rovers. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Happy Halloween.